Coming up on NFL Prime Time, Cleveland tries to erase the Browns of past again. Green means go in Miami as the Jets hex continues. And Seaford Super Bowl takes the Niners to OT. No way the Falcons could fly out of Lambeau with a win, right? The A-Train looks to roll over Tampa Bay. The Lightning Bolts try to find their way out of the Raiders' black hole. McNabb's men find new prey in Big D. Indy tries to crash the New Orleans party. We're halfway to Mardi Gras next on NFL Prime Time.
NFL Primetime is presented by Miller Lite. Primetime is Miller time. And now, here's your host, Chris Berman.
Hello once again, everybody. I'm Chris Berman along with Tom Jackson, and welcome to Week 10 of NFL Primetime, the Sunday before Thanksgiving. Will the contenders please stand up and be counted? I mean, we're looking for 6 or 8 teams. Tom, I said we're looking for 6 or 8 contenders. Are you out there?
To step forward, not for 4 teams to take a step backwards. No, we don't want that.
What do you like to say? Curiouser?
And curiouser.
Curiouser. Well, no more curious than the defending champion Baltimore Ravens at home to the team who gave them their last loss, the Cleveland Browns. And here we go from the big crab cake. Ozzie Newsome tied with his tight end, Shannon Sharpe, at 662 catches. Let's get the history out of the way first. Elvis Grbac to Shannon, to Ozzie. I want to say to Ozzie. I love Ozzie. To Shannon Sharpe. Congratulations, Shannon and Oz. A new tight end receiving mark held by the personable and outspoken Shannon Sharpe. 4th and goal from the 1. And speaking of curious, sir, all right, so no one's open, but it's 4th and goal, Tom.
4th down, do what you have to do. Try to run it in. Try to do something. Get the pressure to come to you on the goal line. Try to make a play.
Then Elvis, thank you. Thank you very much. Anthony Henry, who had 3 interceptions in an earlier game this year, makes the pick there. Then Cleveland's aptly named running back Ben Gay, warming up, rubbing his legs into the end zone. 7 yards, 10-0, Cleveland. Then, thank you. Thank you very much. Devin Bush picks off Elvis. Could go all the way. 43 yards, 17-0. Cleveland. Grbac to Brandon Stokely. A circus. Can't see the Ravens to do this too. 21-yard touchdown, 17-7. 6 minutes left before the half. 20-7. Grbac. Elvis, thank you. Thank you very much. Henry picks it off. His 3rd of the game. Butch Davis is. Wait a minute. Elvis crying in the chapel? It was a hit, wasn't it? 3rd and 8. Tim Couch. Picked off by Rod Woodson. There are great careers, and there are great careers like the one by Woodson, the 8th NFL player ever to get 60 interceptions in his career. Then Elvis to number 1 draft pick Todd Uriah Heep. 24 yards, his first career TD. 20-14. Under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Thank you. Thank you very much. Courtney Brown strips Elvis of the ball. Browns recover. But the next play. Watch this. Tim Couch in business. Doink. Intercepted by Mike McCrary after Adelius Thomas knocks it away. Leads to a field goal, 20-17. Couch's pass. There goes Ray. Almost had it, Tom.
And without the catch, look at everything he does well. The great read on the screen, the great break on the football. No one more disappointed than Ray Lewis.
Then, after the gift, 4th quarter, under 8 minutes to go, Quincy Morgan completes the pass from Couch, 11 yards. Couch on a key 4th and 1. The end around, it's Dennis Northcutt. Northwards, 12 yards for 1st down. Then, Ben Gay really warming up. 21 yards down to the 2. You got to give it to Ben Gay. He works all 4 quarters, but all of a sudden, upended by Jamie Sharper, Ben Gay needs Absorbine Jr. So we give it to Jamel White. Touchdown. 27-17, Cleveland. Butch Davis, thrilled. Brian Billick changing the phone number as the Cleveland Browns have beaten the Ravens twice this year. The team that moved out from Cleveland, another party on the flats. 27-17, the Browns have done it. Sal Palantonio at the game with Tim Couch.
Okay, Boomer, thanks. Tim, what does it mean for this franchise, a young team like this, to come back and win this ball game here in Baltimore?
It means a lot to this team. They were talking all week that, they didn't expect us to be this good of a team when we beat them earlier in the season. And to come in here and do it again, it's just a huge step for our football team.
There were many big plays in this game, but none bigger. 4th and 1, the reverse.
Right.
How did you pull that off?
Well, we just seen something in film all week that we could take advantage of that in short yardage situations. Dennis Northcutt did a great job of getting around the end. The guys got their blocks, and it worked out for us.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Sal. Appreciate it.
Back to you, Chris.
All right, Sal, Tim Couch, thank you very much. Very efficient. Although, 3 turnovers, Couch. We'll get to Baltimore. I think I figured out this AFC Blackjack division, which we'll also explain later, okay? Over the last 6 years, Pittsburgh, then they couldn't beat Jacksonville, but then they couldn't beat Tennessee, but then they couldn't beat Baltimore. Now Baltimore can't beat Cleveland. Why?
Well, I think certainly when you talk about the Cleveland Browns, let's talk about a great young team and the maturation process that their quarterback, Tim Couch, has gone through, along with the coaching staff. Butch Davis doing a great job of bringing these young kids along, Quincy Morgan, Kevin Johnson, a defense that was already good, that as soon as they got back Courtney Brown, they became better. They became a big play defense. And I think the big thing you take away chemistry-wise for this game, for the Cleveland Browns, is we didn't play our best football on the road against the defending world champions, and we managed to come away with a win.
After suffering 2 heartbreaking overtime losses.
That's right.
Now, as for Baltimore, Trent Dilfer, 11 straight wins to end the season. Brian Billick, the Ravens, adamant that Elvis Grbac was an upgrade at the quarterback position. He still may be, but adamant may be an interesting word when you listen to Shannon Sharpe afterwards.
There's a reason why Brian went out in the free agent market and paid Elvis, because obviously he feels the guy that can pull the trigger and can make it happen for us. And, 10 games into the season, it hasn't happened the way we would like it to. But, 6-4, I think that's what we are. We get a chance to get on the road next week and get this taste out of our mouth. But I'm very disappointed. I can't really say what I really truly feel.
Well, what a surprise, a Sharp, outspoken, and very disappointed, although in that division, all these games, are won and lost by the turnovers. Baltimore's been doing this too much, Tom. 5 turnovers today.
Very quickly on Elvis, I think you can't help but make the comparison between he and Trent Dilfer, who took him to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. Too many turnovers, especially in the red zone. The key to this team's success is protect the football and allow other elements of your football team to win. Yes, they lack a consistent running game every week, but you can't afford to get in a position to score and have Elvis do with the football what he's doing with it now.
Well, in this AFC Blackjack division, you get 10, 13, hit me, 16, hit me, but it's 17, stick. That's what I mean by this.
That's right.
Stick. And so now we see 2 other teams in the AFC Central, the Titans and the Bengals. The Bengals, remember, began the year at 2-0, and they were rolling. But what does Jeff Fisher's team need to do after the last play fiasco at home on Monday night? Well, the first play, it's a fiasco. But from the Bengals' point of view, Derek Mason, 1 yard deep in the end zone. Neil Racker's not going to get him. No one's going to get him. So one play, they have a 7-0 lead. Tennessee on the road at Cincinnati. Third quarter, 10-7 Tennessee. Steve McNair. Kevin Dyson with a nice catch. Mark Roman playing Greco-Roman defense. Doesn't work. 17-7 Tennessee. Now, Eddie George is rarely fumbles, but Artrell Hawkins with the hit. And Tony Williams recovers.
Outstanding power back that runs in between the tackles. Balls always being touched, but more fumbling from Eddie George than we have seen from him in his career.
But there we see another sack from Javon Kersey. He's got 9 on the year. John Kitten at 3rd and 13. Picked off by Keith Bullock. Bengals had us fooled for a while. They're still better than they usually are. But now they're starting to fall toward the bottom of that division. Cincinnati slipping below 500, falling to 4-5. In Tennessee with the same mark with a game against first place Pittsburgh. Coming up next, we'll see 20-7 Titans.
Yeah, and I think as far as the Titans concerned, a football team that has a lot of pride, the Bengals are still learning how to win.
When we return on NFL Prime Time, Seattle on the road in Buffalo. Could they win it? Go over 500. Jeff Garcia, what does he have in his bag of tricks this time for the Niners?
What would you do if someone passed you the keys to a Pontiac Grand Am for a week?
Now I'm getting psyched.
Where do you want to go today?
I can't believe I did it. Oh my God! How do you feel? So excited. Got it, Grammy. Mistake number 3, right? I'm telling everybody for the rest of my life about this.
So what would you do with a Pontiac Grand Am? Tell us at Pontiac.com.
Calling a few pals? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Hey, guys. Hanging out? I'll hang out.
AT&T data and IP networks rely on technology that speeds data around the world instantly to keep your employees in the loop. And multiple layers of security to keep everyone else out. On guard.
Great. Credit card bill.
Look at these fees.
Honey?
One rate for purchases, higher rate for cash advances, and those telemarketers.
Relax. We switched to Capital One's new no-hassle card.
Introducing Capital One's new no-hassle Platinum Card. No balance transfer fees, no telemarketing, one low fixed rate.
Honey?
What's in your wallet?
NFL Primetime is presented by Miller Lite. Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time. And in part by 1010-220. Dial it and all calls up to 20 minutes are only 99 cents. And by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
The Bills at home on a momentous day because the first of the great teams of the 90s, Jim Kelly, had his number retired. Their son, Hunter, wife, Jill, his two daughters, Jim and his dad, are the big jersey number 12. Retiring his number, putting him on the wall of fame.
I love you all. This is the greatest thing that could ever happen in my life, but it took everybody pulling together in this city. This is one big family. Thank you very much. I love you all.
Hey, from all of us here at
Congratulations to
ESPN,
Jimbo.
Way to go, Jimbo. As the crowd, big crowd, much better than expected, on to see one of their favorite sons. Now, ball game, 10-10, third quarter. Matt Hasselbeck finds Sean Alexander, touchdown Seahawks. They're up 17-10. He was ruled out at the 1, but he scored in the next play. Alex Van Pelt playing now because Rob Johnson's hurt. Surprise. Bobbled, and Antonio Cochran recovers a fumble, setting up a field goal. The Bills are down 23-13. Under 2 minutes to go. Van Pelt has him at the 22, though. And a screen to Larry Self-Centers, breaking the all-time running back receiving yards record held by ex-Buffalo Bill Ronnie Harmon of 6,093 yards. Congratulations to Centers. Oh, by the way, you're down 10. So Van Pelt to Jay Reamersma. Hey. 3-point game, 23-20. Everyone in the building knows it's an onside kick. But the guy to recover it was in the broadcast booth, Steve Tisker-Tasker. Instead, it's Sean Springs. He recovers. Seahawks win by the count of 23-20. The Bills, who used to never lose at home, have now lost 7 straight at home despite over 300 yards passing for Van Pelt. Alexander almost 100.
Yeah, Mike Holmgren bringing this young football team along, Hasselbeck at the quarterback position, and I can't tell you how important I feel Sean Alexander is, those 25 carries for 93 yards.
The San Francisco 49ers, Bills and Niners in the same section, Tom. I got to like it. George Seifert, well, he's 4-1 against his old team, even though Carolina's 1-8 going in against the 6-2 Niners. And we've seen this all year. Jeff Garcia, Terrell Owens, 45 yards. Third quarter, the Niners are down 6, but in business. Same drive, first and goal from the 9. Garcia rolling, buying time, finds J.J. Stokes, 9-yard touchdown, 14-13, San Francisco. Same score, fourth quarter. Boy, Doug Evans has made a pick in 8 of his last 9 games. He's got 8 for the year. Unbelievable. Carolina driving. Chris Winkie, hurt last week. Back this week, Winkie Dinky does it. To Wesley Walls, 24 yards, 2-point conversion good. 19-14 Carolina.
Wesley Walls going to be working on Jason Webster here. Watch the move outside. Gives him the head fake right there. Shakes him outside. Comes back in. Webster made the nice spin move to try to get back to the play a little bit late. Walls for the touchdown.
Minute left in the game. Niners down 19-14. Garcia to tie Streets. Keeps the drive alive. 12 seconds to go. Now 22-14. Eric Johnson down to the 7 from Yale. And then Garcia with 6 seconds to Terrell Owens. Touchdown. So the Niners down 8 with 1 second to go. Are now down 2, 22-20. Got to go for 2, obviously. Garcia stutters. Derek Johnson from Yale. 22 all. The Niners. 8 points on just about the last play of the game. They win the toss. Overtime. 4th overtime game for the Niners this year. Garcia. Owens. 8 yards. First down. Next play. Garcia. Owens. 15 yards across midfield. Terrell 7 catches. 99 yards. 3 plays later. Garrison Hurst. He ran for close to 100. Looking like the Garrison Hurst of old. Why go out of bounds with the
and that's the point. He didn't look to find the sideline. He cut back inside, got extra yardage.
On second down, Jose Baby Cortez. Good. It's good. The San Francisco 49ers are 7-2. They win at Carolina 25-22. Fourth quarter comeback this year for Garcia. Ties Montana's team record. 4 overtime games by the Niners. Record 83 Packers 5.
Garcia outstanding. Owens outstanding. I think unexpected. J.J. Stokes coming along, giving them some possessions and some productivity from the offside receiver position.
When we return, Atlanta picking upset at Lambeau. Emmitt Smith back to the Cowboys upset the Eagles. Stay with us.
I will not be afraid of the dark.
I will not feel guilty leaving my dog alone.
I will feel better about my dad living by himself.
I will know my children are safe.
I will go on vacation and finally be able to relax!
ADT helps more people feel safe in more ways than any other security company. Call 800-ADT-ASAP or an ADT authorized dealer and get ADT burglary protection installed for as little as $99. You could also save up to 20% off your basic homeowner's insurance.
I will live my life.
My life.
My life.
On my terms!
Call now and get ADT installed from $99, plus up to 20% off homeowner's insurance. ADT. Always there.
There is the world you know, and one you can only imagine. Where you can navigate satellites, or fly without ever leaving the ground. Where you can live in the future before it even arrives. When you cross into the blue, everything is different and important.
Especially you.
Read a book. Get some work done. Plan lunch. Plan for the future. Hold on to a moment. Do just about anything on the handheld with the most applications. Get a free 16-megabyte memory card this holiday with any expandable Palm handheld.
Welcome back to NFL Primetime, presented by Miller Lite.
Atlanta Falcons going to Green Bay to play Brett Favre, and the Packers Favre 62-9 at Lambeau Field. This one would be easy. Falcons, though, do lead in the second quarter, and Chris Chandler back as a starter hits Bob's sister, Christian, who white stakes his way into the end zone, barreling over Sharper and Williams. Wait a minute, 13-3 Atlanta? Is there a mistake? 3.5 to go. 16-3 Falcons. Favre, how many times have we seen them do it the last few minutes of the first half? Forget last 2 minutes a game. Last 2 minutes of the first half. 56 yards, Corey Bradford. Favre. And talk about street ball to Billy Schrader. Touchdown 16-10.
Yeah, and just watch the expertise of Brett Favre. He's going to scramble. He knows he's going to get hit here. Puts great touch on the football. Puts it right where Schrader needs to have it. And look at the defensive lineman. Look at him right there. He's like, what is that happening?
Now here's a big series of events. 3rd and 12 for the Falcons. Ephraim Salaam throws McBride off of Chandler. But number 31, Chris Akins, comes in and immediately is going to get flagged 15 yards. They're hitting Salaam. Akins called for a personal foul. So in 3rd and 12, they get a gift first down to Mike Sherman. as he should, goes over to Akins and says, what are you doing? It would cost big time because 9 minutes to go. Later in the drive at the 12, Chandler to Brian Finnegan, touchdown, 23-13 Atlanta at Lambeau. Now under 7 to go. Favre, what could possibly happen? Brett Favre is behind at Lambeau. Antonio Freeman, touchdown, 39 yards. He now has 274 for his career, passing Joe Montana for 6th on the all-time list. Congratulations, Brett. But there's work to do. Minute and a half to go, down 23-20. Favre, you know what's coming. Favre to Bill Schrader, 18 yards. Ryan Longwell warming up. We need a field goal, then we go to overtime. We'll figure it out then. But at the 45, Favre says, forget the field goal. Let's go for the homer. But it's Ashley Ambrose with the pick. And a bizarre throw by Brett Philly and Atlanta with a major upset. Green Bay's 9-game Lambeau winning streak gone. 23-20 Atlanta.
A throw we don't understand from Brett Favre, but let's give Dan Reeves' team credit. They've gone into New Orleans and won a game. They've gone into Green Bay and won a game and fought a lot of adversity along the way.
By the way, Atlanta, 5-4.
There you are.
Eagles and the Cowboys. Andy Reid. Notice when the last 3 against Dallas. Evan Smith back. Bobby Taylor stripped, and what a play by the defensive back Taylor to cause the fumble.
Yeah, Bobby Taylor realizes that he can't make the tackle right here, and just look at him, hands on the ball, use all his body strength to get it out, get the football for your team.
So Deuce Staley, 145 last week. Here's a 10-yard run here. Second goal at the 2, Donovan McNabb. You can run, you can play action then. Chad Lewis, the Pro Bowl tight end, 7-0 Philly. With the score 10-0 Philly, a minute to go in the second, Staley. 13-yard run, help sets up one of 5 David Greenacre's field goals, 13-0 Philly. Now in the last play of the half, at your own 40, Ryan Lee throws a square out. What are you kidding me? Jeremiah Trotter races, 50 yards, touchdown, the game's over, 20-0.
Well, it is a touchdown for Lee, though, in a way. But certainly, you look at the break that Jeremiah Trotter makes on the ball right there, never open, and hard to imagine that even if you make the catch, you're not going to turn the ball up and get extra yardage.
Ryan Leaf, then sacked by Derek Burgess. 13 sacks for the Eagles against the Cowboys last 4 games. With 3 minutes to go, you said he threw 2 touchdowns, right?
Yes.
Well, Emmett, not happy. And it would be less happy when, oh boy, William Hampton. He could go all the way to the Hamptons. 33 yards. Here comes Philly. Here they come. 36-3. The Eagles slice and dice the Cowboys. Deuce Staley with 102 yards. Philly not with a lot of yards on offense, but they bring that defense every week, Tom.
Well, bring the defense every week, Jim Johnson and the blitzing, but I think that Deuce Staley giving this team some balance with his running now. A couple of games over 100 yards, and Chad Lewis, the Pro Bowl tight end, getting back into the active play for his quarterback, Donovan McNabb.
Offensive numbers don't look great, but the first place standing at 6-3 sure does. 4-14, Saints and Colts who go above, who go below, and certainly sooner or later the Jets would lose to the Dolphins after 7 straight wins. Right?
Put your pregame face on. Monday Night Countdown, 7:30 tonight on ESPN.
Imagine waking up to this face, and at night, gazing into these eyes. Now you can. Just go to Blockbuster and buy a DirecTV system. You'll get access to up to 13 regular season NFL games every week. It's the perfect marriage. And only Blockbuster throws in free movie and game rentals for a year. You can even vote for your favorite NFL All-Star players to make this year's NFL Pro Bowl team. So go to Blockbuster now. And can we say, you make a great couple. Blockbuster, bringing entertainment home.
Well, whoop-de-doo. I guess you think Tiny could do better. You want to put a buck on it?
Oh, you bet I do.
No, big deal, a whole dollar.
No, a dollar buys a lot with 10, 10, 220. It's 99 cents for all calls up to 20 minutes.
And 7 cents a minute after 20.
20 minutes for 99 cents.
Yep. Get it, girl. Get it. Go get it, girl.
Get it, Tiny.
All right. Wow. Nice catch.
And she knows the value of a dollar.
Are you saying I don't?
Don't start with me, Bradshaw.
Dial 10-10-220. Did you want to be alone?
No,
No?
not at all.
Okay.
The irony is I started doing this to be part of the crowd. And
Yeah,
now...
me too.
Oh, do you...
No, I just quit Nicoderm CQ.
Aren't the cravings unbearable?
Well, I'm not pulling my hair out. No. CQ is good on the cravings. It's strong medicine. It's with you 24 hours. It works.
Nicoderm CQ, now in a clear patch too, for a more personal way to quit.
Quit, huh?
Hey, join the crowd.
How do you Welcome back to NFL Primetime, presented by Miller Lite.
0-8 Detroit at 2-6 Arizona. Wouldn't you know, it was probably the most entertaining game of the day. Too bad about 50,000 people came disguised as empty seats to watch Marty Morningweg and the Detroit Lions try to get off the schneid. Tom 7-7, Ron Rice, helmet to helmet with tight end Steve Bush. Rice carted off. X-rays negative. That's fortunate. Hospital cautionary reasons. Meanwhile, Plummer, David Boston, playing for Arizona so nobody knows it. But what a season he's had. A 13-yard touchdown. Arizona is tied at 14.
Yeah, and nothing more in tackling important than in the red zone than tackling, and watch the three Lions down inside the 10-yard line, all with a chance to get Boston. But realize he is one of those big, huge, physical receivers that we're seeing so much of in the NFL.
Down 21-14, Tom, Jake the Snake. Buying time, Plummer, Frank Sanders, good coverage, 68 yards. Sanders pulls up with a hamstring injury, but they tie the game anyway at 21. Even though you make a big play, you get hurt. That's what happens when you're 2-6. Charlie Batch to Johnny Morton. What a catch between defenders. And he gets up, and he goes down to the 1-yard line. No one touched him, Tom.
Well, let's take a closer look at the play because it is a great one-handed catch by Johnny Morton, and then the presence of mind to realize I haven't been touched. Let's get as much yardage as I can.
Sloan with a touchdown, 28-21 Detroit. So here's Jake Plummer to Marte Jenkins. Down to the 10. What a bunch of big plays here. I mean, if you want entertainment, this was your game. Plummer, Jenkins, Ote Marte. Touchdown, 35-31 Arizona. So here's Charlie Batch. Ball tipped by the Swami's cousin, Kwame Lassiter, Fred Wakefield. Touchdown, Cardinals, 42-31. Down 45-38. Batch, Larry Foster. Here come the Lions. 2:19 left. Batch. Picked off by Lassiter. So despite 36 of 62 for 436, 3 touchdowns, the Lions are going to play on national TV on Thanksgiving 0-9, losing 45-38.
Almost 800 yards of passing, but you just cannot win football games most times when you throw over 60 passes.
So now we go to Marty Schottenheimer at Denver. Marty figures I'm in the NFC. I don't have to go to a place where I'm 2-10. Wrong. Washington's at Denver. Cold, rain, little snow. You love this, Tom. Bronco fans love this. Marty knows it's going to be trouble. But wait a minute, it is a new stadium, isn't it? So keep that in mind. Tom Ruin punts. Eric Metcalf drops it. Keith Burns recovers. Marty's seen this before. Denver in business. 3rd and goal. Late second. Brian Greasy, Rod Smith, touchdown. 10-0 Broncos. Oh, no. Not again. Next possession, Washington. Tony Banks. Drilled by Leon Lett as to be carted off the field. Head and neck were braced. Concussion, though, so that's a good report after a very scary sight. Greasy to Desmond Clark. He loses it. LeVar Arrington recovers. 3rd quarter, here come the Skins behind Kent Graham. To Michael Westbrook, 5-yard touchdown, 10-10. 4th quarter, same score. Graham to Zarin Flemister from Iowa. Flemister coughs it inside the 5. And then Flemister in the back of the end zone. 3 yards. Touchdown. Graham to Flemister. Just like all those great Redskin combinations. 17-10. Greasy hit by Marco Coleman. Marty, congratulations. He's 1-0 in Invesco. The Broncos fall to 5-5, and no one has gone longer without a loss than the Washington Redskins, who have 4 straight wins and a bye dating back to Week 5. Amazing.
Yeah, change of venue, but I think also change of talent for the Denver Broncos. A lot of people not there. And amazing job that Marty Schottenheimer has done in terms of getting this team back on track mentally.
Mutiny? Why we have mutiny if we're smelling the playoffs? Can you believe that? Meanwhile, when we return, Kendrell Bell and the Steelers smell the playoffs. Can the Bucks get it going against the first-place Bears?
Hey, Steve, throw me Miller Lite. Throw me Miller Lite. Throw me Miller Lite. Throw me Miller Lite. Toss me the remote. Hey, Peanuts.
Grab the unbreakable plastic bottle from Miller Lite.
I'm such a klutz.
I'm Dan.
It's Miller time.
I'm okay.
Let's belt it out for your Pittsburgh Steelers!
I don't care what stadium you work for, all right? If you want to write a check for who let the dogs out, I'm still going to need to see some ID.
Next time, use the Visa check card instead of cash or checks. It'll get you in, out, and on with life.
Here's my dilemma. She needs a fail-safe server to handle a major boost in business. Turns out thousands of online orders for her Featherette accessories are pouring in non-stop. People buy this stuff? A totally reliable server, ASAP? Yeah, I can figure that out. Why anyone would wear featherettes? That defies explanation.
You can accomplish anything, even ultra-high server availability. Fujitsu, the possibilities are infinite.
Hey, Bob, why don't we hang out inside the museum?
Skate where there are no limits. Introducing ESPN X Games Skateboarding for PlayStation 2. With mind-blowing fantasy levels, plus authentic X Games competition with 8 pro skaters and over 40 intense tricks. Skateboarding as you know it is now extinct. Rated E for everyone.
Jaguars and the Steelers, the first-place Pittsburgh Steelers at 6-2. Mark Brunell unexpectedly not starting. Sore right quadriceps. So the medicine man, Jonathan Quinn, gets the surprise start. Up 3-0, Cordell Stewart scrambling 18 yards in the dark at Pittsburgh, but it's a flag for taunting here, Tom.
Well, you saw the words that I think Cordell Stewart had for him right at the end of this play. Obviously, he gets grabbed, and there were some words exchanged, but it wasn't one of those exchanges that usually will draw a flag.
Well, it helped to keep Pittsburgh the only field goal 6-0. Kendrell Bell, though, what an impression this rookie has made, forcing the fumble by Quinn. Steelers ball, screen, Cordell Stewart to Hines Ward. And you just can't catch up to Hines at Heinz Field. You just can't do it. It's a touchdown, 13-0. Pittsburgh all the way from the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah, let's take a look at the spot channel here. Troy Edwards with a great block in between the 20 and the 15-yard line on Marlon McCree, the rookie safety for the Jags.
Well, we saw Elvis Gerback cough it up, but Elvis is in the building. This is Elvis Joseph. Another Elvis has hit the scene. A lot of Elvis impersonators after all. 95-yard touchdown. So the kick, boy, did we see enough return game in the return game today? All over the league, 13-7. Joey Porter hits Quinn. Casey Hampton, the rookie, falls on it at the 21 to the chagrin of Tom Coughlin. Then look at this run, Jerome Bettis. Wow, look at the moves by Bettis. Oh, look at the moves by Bettis. 40-yard run. Bus in the passing lane. Stewart. You know he can do this. Touchdown, quarterback draw. Pittsburgh. See you get over 17. Stick in this division. Stick. You don't need to go any higher. You win it. Don't need blackjack insurance. Steelers beat the Jaguars 20-7. They're 7-2 with the same formula.
Yeah, and Cordell Stewart getting more and more confidence every single week, 266 yards today to 21 of 33. He is becoming the quarterback they need to go to the playoffs and then deep into the playoffs.
Hines Ward could become a big player as we move along. 9 catches for 112 for the Steelers. Tampa Bay at 4-4 needs to beat first place Chicago. Well, they've beaten 5 in a row all the way back to the old sombrero. Jim Miller to Marty Booker, nailed by John Lynch, but Booker holds on. Touchdown despite the hit 7-6 Bears.
Yeah, gets drilled right there at the goal line by Lynch, but the rest of the Bucs come, and they're hitting him from the backside and knock him into the end zone.
First touchdown for the Bears in 20 quarters by their offense against Tampa. They like it so much, they're going to keep doing it. Miller to Booker, third quarter, 14-9, Chicago. And then, Tommy, look at this. As Rondé Barber got caught up and stopped on the play.
Looking back into the backfield to see what's going on behind you. Receiver running by you on the sideline.
Later in the third with the score 14-9, Bears play action. Jim Miller to Marty Booker. Book him, Dano. 66 yards. You thought when Robinson went out, the Bears had no deep threat. False. 21-9 Bears. 3 TDs for Booker. Fake punt. Mark Royals to Aaron Stecker. That famed Royals to Stecker passing combination, not what the Bucs needed, leads to a Bears field goal, 27-16, 9 minutes to go. Brad Johnson, Warwick Dunn spinning near the goal line. Next play under 3 minutes. Johnson, touchdown. 2-point conversion, good. 27-24, Bears. 2 minutes left. Johnson. Parrish the thought. Tony Parrish picks it off. Comeback over. But not so fast. Tampa's beating the Bears. 6 of the last 7. The A-Train Anthony Thomas fumbles. Here we go again. So the Bucs have a chance. 11 seconds left. Own 46. Brad Johnson to Dunn. Gets out of bounds. Personal foul on R.W. McQuarters. So now that puts them in field goal range for Martin Gramatica. 48 yards isn't long enough. It is, but it's off the upright. No good. And the Bears saying to Gramatica, you're not running around. Joe Marciano, special teams coach, have that upright move, please. Boy, what a stunning loss for the Tampa Bay Bucs, and what a thrilling win for the Chicago Bears. They don't need a miracle. This is a team that's embarrassed them, and with the Packers losing, the Bears alone in first at 7-2. Wow, the Chicago Bears deep game with Jim Miller today.
Well, I think that's the big change in game plan. You watch this football team over the last couple of weeks, what you see is a ball club that threw most of their passes within 5 yards at the line of scrimmage because they didn't have Marcus Robinson. They didn't have the ability to get the football deep down the field. Today, they found Marty Booker, and now you're going to have to guard every area of the field. They're hitting you vertically now.
And now when you get behind, here's Tampa, who needed to run the ball, and those big defensive tackles in the hot weather. They end up throwing 56
Knew it was going to be tough to run the ball.
6 passes. So Johnson threw for 399, but now all of a sudden, Tampa Bay at 4-5, heading into a Monday night game in St. Louis. This could be Armageddon for this team. They either step up and play the ball that the Bucs, we've seen them, and we're waiting for them to come up with this year, or it could be very nasty, very ugly on that Monday night game with a team that's had Super Bowl aspirations, now wondering if they can get it together at all. It'll be very interesting to watch that game. When we return, Rich Gannon hasn't thrown an interception since opening week. And then we got game balls. We got Raiders-Chargers highlights, too.
10 heavy hitters, 2 titles at stake. This one is out of control. On November 24th, it's Championship Chaos, the biggest pride fighting event ever. The middleweight rematch, the heavyweight crown. Anarchy reigns with 2 belts up for grabs. Order the martial arts event of the year, Pride Fighting's Championship Chaos, premiering November 24th on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View on DirecTV. Don't miss this.
Before the NFL, before the WWF, one man.
I won't spend the rest of my life as nothing.
Changed the game.
Let's dance, you and I.
Knight's Tale. This month on Blockbuster Ticket, only on DirecTV.
When does history become heritage? When you live it. And our heritage is classic. From Harleys to a harbor of hope. Founding fathers and uncles, too. And forged in each is a past that lives in all of us. This is your America. Live it, love it, and let us take you there. When Dick Clark hosts American Classics. Begins November 27th at 9 on the History Channel.
College football fans, get the newest BCS rankings every Monday on an expanded 90-minute SportsCenter. Tune to SportsCenter for all the latest college football news. SportsCenter at 6, followed by Monday Night Countdown at 7:30, tonight on ESPN.
The Canon Rebel 2000. When circumstances change, you'll know how to turn a snapshot into a photograph. It's that simple. Now that's creative. The Rebel 2000 from Canon.
One blustery autumn Sunday, two warriors hunkered down in the fury of battle.
For the win! Interception!
With one crushing blow, momentum turned. As the stalwart Viking mounted a final aerial assault, the battered warrior could only watch his hopes of victory vanish. And in defeat, learned dignity and grace.
NFL 2K2. Rated E for everyone.
NFL Primetime is presented by Miller Lite. Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time. And in part by Nicoderm CQ. The power to calm, the power to comfort, the power to help you quit.
Good old-fashioned AFC West battle between the Raiders and then Doug Flutie and the San Diego Tornadoes fraternizing with Raider fans.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I can tell you. I've been there. Don't do it.
Rich Gannon has not been picked off since the first series of Week 1 against Kansas City, and he says, hey, I can complete him to anyone. There's Tim Brown, the juggling catch. Gannon to Tim Brown, and very quickly, it's 7-0. Raiders. But the Chargers' first play from scrimmage. Razzle-dazzle. Flutie, double reverse, and block. Curtis Conway makes the move across the field. Wow, he could go all the way. 67 yards, 7 all Bolts and Raiders. Later first, Gannon to Jerry Rice in the end zone. 39 years young, Jerry Rice, 14-7. Raiders. Score 14-10 in the third. Oh my goodness. Ryan McNeil makes the pick. 278 straight passing attempts before this interception for Gannon. Congratulations, it had to end sometime. Ronnie Jenkins back to get the kick down, 17-10. Gone. Had a big kick deep into Raider territory earlier, and now he has this one, 93 yards, tied at 17. Mike Riley looking on, but he would like Rich Gannon. Early fourth, first play. Beautiful to Jerry Rice, 24-17, Oakland. Next Charger possession. Flutie, Conway, big play to the 40. LaDainian Tomlinson, 10-yard pickup. Leads to a 1-yard TD. Tomlinson, 24 all. Just over 4 minutes to go, Gannon slides to the 21, first down, Oakland. Later in the drive, 2nd and 9, Rice, slant, avoids 2 tackles, touchdown. 3 to Jerry today, 31-24 the Raiders. Flutie magic. Oh, no. 3rd and 7 from the 33. Flutie fumbles. William Thomas falls on it. Raiders kick a field goal, and they beat the Chargers 34-24. So San Diego, once 5-2, now 5-5. Oakland back on the winning track at 7-2.
Yeah, and again, we talk about how difficult it is to learn to win on a consistent basis. The Chargers going through that, and what a day for Jerry Rice. He looked awfully quick today. That's the old Rice we saw.
Primetime Players is brought to you by 1010-220. Dial it, and all calls up to 20 minutes are only 99 cents.
Boomer, my game ball goes to Anthony Henry of the Cleveland Browns. This is his second time this year, 3 interceptions in a game. They sweep the defending world champions this year. What a rebound from the Cleveland Browns.
And I'm going defense as well, Tom. The New York Football Jets into first place. Glennon Green with touchdowns, 5 turnovers in all. The first shutout at home against Miami since Don Shula's first year in 1970. Who did you vote for? Well, you had the Jets secondary edging out Jeff Garcia with another fourth-quarter comeback. Ian Owens, 24 TDs in 23 games. Chris Chandler going into Lambeau and winning, even though he's playing hurt. Very, very impressive. Monday Night Football, Mark Malone in for Mike Tirico. Of course, Tommy, Sterling, Johns, and the gang. That's Monday Night Countdown at 7:30. Get you set for ABC at 9. Giants at the Vikings. Is this a Denny Green Rasputin game? We'll see. First place teams, Green Bay and Miami, really go backwards. Tampa Bay, a puzzling loss again. Chicago and the Jets teams now in first, among those stepping up on this day.
And again, the Cleveland Browns, couple of tough losses. Young team learning how to win.
I smell Philly coming. I smell a lot of things, but I smell a nice turkey in the oven for everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. For Tom Jackson, I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for watching Primetime.